Hello there, this is Priya and presenting to all of you PM Made Easy. I'm taking you on a fabulous journey towards project management. I have more than a decade of project management experience in a corporate world, and I wanted to share my learning with all of you, hence this basic series. And we are on lesson number 1. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the lesson, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Now let's get going. Agenda for lesson number 1. What is the objective of the basic series? Project management definition. Difference between project, program, and portfolio management. Definition of a project. Project manager's skill set. And learn the PM basics from our day-to-day activities. A point to note here is the abbreviation PM stands for project management in lesson number 1. Because PM abbreviation is also used for project manager, but for the lesson 1, we are using it as PM for project management. Objective of the basic series. The series will be covered in 11 lessons. Each lesson will be around 10 to 15 minutes max. Each lesson explores project management in a corporate and personal space. The entire series is simple, easy to understand, and enjoyable. My goal is to make project management interesting to all. And one can become a fantastic project manager with the right skill set and passion to learn. Let's explore project management in detail and also relaunch your career. Let's look at the definition of project management. So per PMI, which is the Project Management Institute, the industry authority on PM, it states project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the requirement. It's the practice of planning, organizing, and executing the tasks that are needed to turn brilliant idea into a tangible product, service, or deliverable. Do note the words tangible product, service, or deliverable. Since AI is spreading all across the world and everybody is using AI, let us see how does AI define project management. So per AI, project management is the process of planning and organizing a company's resources to complete a specific task or an event. It can be one-time job or an ongoing activity, and the resources that are utilized here are people, finances, technology, and intellectual property. So if we compare both the definition, they are almost close to each other. So according to me, AI is doing a pretty good job as far as defining the project management is concerned. Now let us look at the difference between project, program, and portfolio management. I'm touching this particular topic at a very high level because as an entry level project manager, or if you're exploring project management as a career, typically the questions are asked during the interviews on project, program, and portfolio management. So it is better that we get the concept clear. And there is obviously relation between all three of them. So a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken by a company, like creation of a new product, service, or result. A program is a group of projects that are similar or related to one another. And a portfolio is a group of programs and or projects within the same organization, which may be related or unrelated to one another. So in simple terms, projects fit within larger programs, which themselves fit within portfolio. Get an example of project, program, and portfolio management. As mentioned again, just to recap, project is a temporary event undertaken to create a unique product, service, or a result. A program is a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way. And portfolio is a collection of projects, programs, and other work grouped together. So if we take the example of a restaurant business, a project is starting a restaurant, a program would be starting a chain of restaurant, and a portfolio would be all projects and programs that are part of the restaurant business. Now let us see what is the definition of a project. A project, as mentioned before, is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. It's a temporary nature, hence it will have a definite beginning and end. An end of a project is reached when an objective or a goal is achieved, or a project gets terminated, or it is no longer needed. Now let's focus on it's a temporary endeavor to create a unique product, service, or results. So let's take the example, what is unique product? So the example of unique product or products would be construction of a house, P&L statements, manufacturing of toys, or a software application. So think something which is tangible. Examples of service include employee program, training program, research paper, medical claim services. So think intangible. Examples of results, which is also called deliverables, can include documentation of an employee onboarding, training documentation. So think outcome here. Again, I have given very basic examples here. There are tons of examples which would fall under each of these buckets. Now, we all are learning about project management because we want to pursue it as a career. And as a project manager, we need to have certain skill sets. And I'm listing here few basic skill sets that are important for the role. Project managers are organized and goal-oriented professionals, and the basic skill sets are management, leadership, communication, big time ticket item on communication, and that includes both written and verbal, planning and coordinating. Of course, we are working within a team, so the collaboration becomes a key here. Problem solving, flexibility, being assertive, being thoughtful, confident. But most important is use of common sense, as they say it. If you want to become a project manager, try getting certifications like PMP, Scrum Master. I'm just naming a few. There are a few more other available. Go and do some research and see what interests you. Now, project management is actually all around us. So let us see the lessons from our day-to-day activities. Now, it is the question of observing and taking the cues from our day-to-day activity. Now, from a tiny kid to a senior citizen, everybody applies some or other PM method daily in our own space. For example, if you talk to a school going kid in the morning and ask them, hey, what's going to happen in the class today? And they will give you some answers. And in the evening, once they are back from the school, ask them what exactly happened. Once we segregate the responses, we will actually arrive at few stages of PM. And that is what I want to do is use our day-to-day activities to make project management easy to understand so that there is a correlation and there is a mapping. So let's do a homework before the next class. Your homework is talk to any school going kid in your family, neighborhood, anyone, and ask them about what is going to happen on that particular day in the school and get their responses after they are back on actually what happened. And just ask them a couple of questions, not more than that, and share your responses in the comment box because your comments will help me design the next class. So let's take it as a challenge. Do the homework. One thing to remember is don't overuse PM in your personal life that the fun of spontaneity is lost. In our life, there should be some planned event and certain spontaneous event, and we need to have a right balance of it. Now, this is our last slide. In this, I am mentioning the next lesson. We will go through the PM methodology and the project management stages. Thank you for being part of this conversation, and we will talk again in the next lesson.